Hello, and welcome to my complete extensive review of the Drury Plaza Hotel in Disney Springs. I stayed here May 3rd and 4th, 2023 for 2 nights with some of my loyalty points from staying at Drury Hotels. This will be a longer than usual review, so you may want to skip ahead to certain parts that interest you. But if you want an all-inclusive, complete review of the hotel, please stay tuned. And beginning on the first floor, this is the entry to the lobby. As you can see, plenty of bell carts needed if you want to haul your own luggage. As we come in, we'll go through the lobby, check out the game room, the kitchen and bar. This is a more formal restaurant and bar, as I was told by the people on the pool bar outside. They said it's a more of a quote-unquote uppity atmosphere. Their words, not mine. That's a business center there where you can print out boarding passes or anything you need. This is the market shop here where you can get any last-minute supplies except for sunscreen, which was out when I looked for it earlier. Pastries, Starbucks coffee, snacks, and the toiletries that they do have. They do have a Pizza Hut display there, so you can get personal pan pizzas, I think, through most of the afternoon. And they do have, here's all the sundries minus the sunscreen.
A little bit later.
Sodas, waters,
We'll come back
and they
later.
do have a limited selection of beer and wine for purchase here as well. A little bit later. Because we passed by the interior bar and restaurant. I did not dine here during my stay, and that was mainly due to time, but they seem to have a pretty decent selection of food. Plenty of seating. As you can see, check-in is up ahead here. And walking straight through, as we'll see in a minute, there's the screen here where you can purchase Disney tickets or tickets to other Orlando area attractions. Coming up here, there's an ATM on the right. There's also another ATM on the other side of the check-in desk. So if you need to get quick cash to tip one of your drivers or bellhops, it's there. Coffee and a concierge if you need assistance booking any attractions or events while you're here. And in here is a game room. This is open 24/7, and if you have a young child like me, you will probably spend some time here. Pretty basic games. They are mostly 6 and 8 credits a piece, to keep that in mind. And here's the thing where you can get your game cards similar to Chuck E. Cheese or Dave and Buster's and stuff. They come in like $5 and $10 increments, and $5 covers about 30 credits, which is like about 5 games in the game room. In between the game room and the concierge desk is this little room. It says it's a waiting room. I'm not really sure what it's for, if it's for people that are waiting to be hired or fired. I don't see why it would be a waiting area for guests, because they have this large, spacious lobby to wait in here. There's brochures for stuff to do in the Orlando area if you actually came to Orlando with no idea of what to do. As we walk through the lobby towards the pool area, notice on the left here there's a little inlet on the check-in desk, and that is where, if you get any grocery deliveries or food deliveries from DoorDash, Grubhub, etc., that's where they'll be dropped. This screen here shows the map of the Disney World area and relationship to Drury. There are 2 towers here. This first one is Cypress Tower. We were in the second one further down, the Palm Tower. But this is where you can go through and go out onto the pool deck. And as you can see, turn to the right here, there's plenty of table and chairs to sit if you're gonna dine or you just wanna sit down. There's some more plush seating and couches as well, if you prefer this and to be a little further back from the pool. Up ahead is the pool bar, which I did partake, and their drinks are very tasty. Very nice servers here, and also, TVs if you want to engage in watching sports or anything. They say that you cannot take drinks into the pool area. However, if you're pretty clean with it and you ask kind of discreetly, they'll let you. I did manage to get a drink into the splash pad, as you'll see shortly. It's all enclosed, so if you have a child that's not a strong swimmer or not a swimmer at all, they can run around without worrying about falling into deep water. I stayed at another hotel on my last trip that was off-site that had a splash pad with a jungle gym, and there was about 3 inches depth of water here that was kind of troublesome for my son last year. But this one is all completely flat and just fountains, and it's all gated in as well, so it's completely separate from the pool. The pool itself is quite large, and it also has a sun shelf that goes out for several feet. That's only a couple inches deep, so it's also another good area for young children, weak swimmers, or people that just want to kind of take their time getting used to the water. One nice thing about the pool area is that the servers from the pool bar will walk around and take orders and bring you drinks, and I've seen some small food delivered there. The hot tub is in the back right corner there, and it's also pretty large size. I'd say it could probably hold 15 people crammed. As you can see, we're partaking in the splash pad on a hot Disney day. We were the only ones here that can be activated by pushing the button, which Brady figured out how to do very quickly. And I took the moment to enjoy myself on the lounger with one of the drinks from the bar. Sunburn, highly recommended. Second floor is where you're going to find most of the amenities. The fitness center is here on the left, and it has a good amount of cardio equipment and weights. Next to it is the restrooms and a little water station where you can refill any bottles with the filtered water for free. Going over here is the laundry, and where some poor soul is stuck doing laundry on vacation. Plenty of washers and dryers, and as you can see, it's $2 a piece for each machine, so $4 for a load. I didn't get the price of the laundry soap, but based on those prices, I'm guessing it's also $2, so pack your change. Walking over here, there's some more restrooms if you need while you're on the floor. And then coming over here is where the main place that you'll be is the dining room. And this is where you get the free breakfast in the morning and the 5:30 kickback. The 5:30 kickback is every night from 5:30 to 7:30. They always have a rotating menu. Some staples are every night, such as popcorn, baked potato, hot dogs, and soup are there every night. And the menus that they usually rotate through are a pulled pork, a chicken Alfredo, and a Swedish meatballs. Tonight's the pulled pork. There's 3 buffet stations, so it kind of, cuts down on the lines. They always have salad every night, too. And then also with the kickback, they have 3 free drinks every night. Usually they give you just the well liquors and a couple of inexpensive wines, but the bartender told me that This is the flagship Drury, so you get higher quality alcohol here, as you will see. For their well drinks, they have Bombay Sapphire for the gin, Bacardi for the rum, and Smirnoff for the vodka. That's our friendly bartender there. Oh, and Jack Daniels,
Be right back.
if you're a whiskey drinker.
That's fine.
As you can see in this dining room, there's plenty of seating, so it shouldn't be an issue even despite the Disney, Universal, whatever crowds. So as I said, on tonight's menu is the pulled pork. So usually you have one tray of the pulled pork meat, the slider buns, baked beans, and mixed vegetables. And then you have your baked potatoes set up, which again, baked potatoes are every night. And there's another bar on the side here, so again, cuts down on lines to get those drinks. Magically switched over to breakfast, haha. Where the bar was the night before is a breakfast station. They have those wonderful make it your own waffles and cereal on the side. 2% milk, different cereals, some fruit, and some pastries and yogurt. This is pretty much standard every morning. And the buffet stations, again, hold the same thing. You usually have sausage, bacon, pancakes, the hash browns, scrambled eggs, cheese and salsa that you can put on your eggs if you so choose. And then at this bar back here, they have biscuits and gravy. They also have peanut butter, jelly, butter, if you want to put any of that on anything there as well. So the three bars kind of distribute it very nicely. I never ran into a line here. For breakfast and the kickback, they also have a soda fountain as well. This is getting off the Palm elevators at the 15th floor. This is the view outside the main windows there. You can see the pool and Disney Springs. And you can see a glimpse of Spaceship Earth as well, as you will see from our room.
All at the same time.
Okay.
Going into our room, we were in room 1526, which is the King Suite extended with terrace with a view. If you're looking for rooms, I believe it goes for somewhere between $200 and $250 a night. Again, I've done a lot of frequent traveling, so I had enough Drury points to cover the 2 nights here. So inside the room, you can see kind of skinny little closet, ironing board there, miniature safe, microwave, and a little mini fridge with a glass, so you can see your items. Coffee pot. This is the exterior sink. Bathroom, of course, is your full bathroom setup with a walk-in shower, full sink. These rooms do not come with tubs, so if you have kids that will not use a shower, just kind of be pre-warned. It's got the barn door closure with no lock, so again, you know, if you have kids that like to walk in on you, keep that in mind. A little table and chairs, king-size bed. Note, because of the angle of the tower, the bed looks, actually, it doesn't look, it is pretty crooked, but it's because of the shape of the room. So hopefully that doesn't throw you off too much. Desk, and then they have their little scan menu for their restaurant downstairs. 3-drawer dresser, pretty deep drawers. Nightstands. The nightstands have both electrical and USB ports, which I will show you in a minute here. And then this is probably the main feature of the room, is the walk-on terrace with a view of Disney Springs and something else, as you will see later. It has a pretty good child lock there.
Yeah. Okay.
And here we are on the terrace. It's a pretty good size. I'd say about twice the size of a cruise ship balcony for frequent travelers with a table and chairs.
Stand back.
And we have a view of a little bit of view of the pool down there. And a good view again of Disney Springs. I think that's the Wyndham Hotel, and then Buena Vista Palace, if I'm not mistaken, ahead there. And that going across there. In the distance off to the right, you will see in upcoming videos, you can see a corner of Spaceship Earth at night. You'll see it all lit up.
I don't know why.
And again, there's those electrical ports, so if you need to know what type of chargers to bring, there's the limited menu for the room. Oh, and the couch and table there too, so plenty of seating.
I like this day. And this is so much fun. We've been staying together with our friends. We have fun.
The couch is pretty comfortable, and it does fold out to a full-size bed. There's also a couple ottomans stored under there, as well as an ottoman underneath the safe there. So you have different seating areas. They do not store, though. Here's the nighttime view out, and again, that glowing white turned purple thing there is your view of Spaceship Earth. Voila. Main reason for booking this room is that wonderful fireworks view of Epcot. It is 9 o'clock every night, and you can usually tell when it's about to start because Spaceship Earth goes completely black. When you see it light up again, the show is over. Pretty good view without the $600 to $1,000 prices of the Polynesian. This concludes the main portion of the Drury Hotel review. Stay tuned with me if you want to see the actual route walking from Disney Springs to the Drury Plaza. This is starting from the middle of Drury Springs by Swirls on the Water. As I said, this route takes us from Disney Springs to Drury, but obviously you can do it in reverse. You walk there by Earl of Sandwich. You could put in the walking route on your GPS, but otherwise, if you just go towards the steps and elevators of the marketplace, it'll take you to the walkway, which takes you over to across Hotel Plaza Blvd and Buena Vista Boulevard. I think that's what the other street's called. So you walk over here, and you can either take the steps up, or if you're not a glutton for punishment or have, mobility impaired people or strollers, you can take the elevator. Honestly, I don't know why anyone would walk those steps.
In a quarter mile, continue on Hotel Plaza Blvd.
And once you get to the sidewalk, you see the main Disney Springs sign, and you pretty much just turn and follow the sidewalk towards the Drury. As you can see, that's the main intersection there. That's the walkway that goes over to Hilton Lake Buena Vista, which we do stay at a couple days later, and I will also have an extensive review of that hotel. But in this case, you will not cross the street. You will instead turn left and then take this walking path all the way to the hotel. As you can see, it's a nice smooth walkway, well landscaped, well maintained, and at night it is well lit. We did come back from here another night just after the sunset, so it was getting dark, and I never felt that safety was compromised at any time. So it is a pretty decent path. That being said, always take proper safety measures. Don't get completely wasted. Don't, be unaware of your surroundings. But otherwise, I didn't have any issues with this path at all. One interesting thing about this walk is that you'll see a lot of lizards, so be sure to point those out to your kids if you need to kind of distract them from the walk. And as you can see, you see Drury pretty quickly, and it's in sight for most of the walk. It took me about 18 minutes on this walk, stopping to take video and pushing a stroller, but I did get it down to 14-15 minutes a couple times. Thank you for watching my review. Please like, comment, or subscribe below.